Hello everyone and welcome back to Macro Day here on Scriptcase by Jamie. Now we're diving into the SCBTN or button label macro, and this macro allows you to dynamically change the label of buttons within your Scriptcase applications. Now whether you are using the default buttons or custom buttons created by your developers or yourself, of course, it is a powerful feature for enhancing the usability as well as supporting maybe internationalization by adapting your button labels according to the user interactions or specific application states that you may have applied within your project. So let's explore how we can use this macro to provide a more dynamic and localized user interface. So as per usual, the purpose of SC button label. So let's open up a new application here because I am currently inside of my club portal. And if I come here to a blank, let me call this blank macro day. And let me create that. And then here within this blank application, we can have a very quick look at the macro. So today's macro is SC_BTN_ label, okay, not label as some may pronounce it or write it. It is label, okay. And it even sounds like it's got an A on the end still, doesn't it? Okay, so we have here our label, and with this we have some very basic functionality, and it allows us to dynamically change the label of buttons in our application, as I had mentioned already. Now here within the blank application, we of course have no buttons unless we maybe add some HTML buttons, but in that case we wouldn't really use the SC button label. Now, this macro is essential for applications that require multi-language support, or maybe context-specific buttons that you have created with then, of course, context-specific labels, improving your user interface, the clarity of it, as well as the user interaction. And all of those are quite important for your platform. So how to use the SC button label? Well, we have it right here, and there is a very basic syntax here. So we add first of all our button name. So I add here the button name in here, whatever that button name may be. So that could be the update button or the insert button or the delete button, or the button name that you have applied, say BTN_name, whatever that button name is that you have created within your application. And then with that, we can add a comma here, and then we can add here our new label, whatever that may be. And you can apply that in there, and then that will be then assigned. Now that can then also be a language variable. And if that is then a language variable, so let me just copy this one. And then with a language variable, we don't need these hyphens here, so we can actually remove those, and that would then be my new label name. Pretty straightforward. And you could of course use global variables as well if you want to replace the label name maybe with a global name. So let's have a quick look at that. So if I copy here our macros, and if I come here, say into a form that I have here, so I have here some portal forms, and if I come here, say to, let's come here to the quotes. So I have a lot of quotes here, and if I come here to my form and open this up and run this form as well, we can have a quick look at it and see what this form looks like. And there you see the members portal. Now this is the quotes form, and as you see, I haven't really done anything to this form yet other than just add some basic data. Okay, so in here, I have here my buttons. Now I have added some JavaScript here. So let me just remove that very quickly, or comment that out at least. And then we can view that with the complete buttons as they should be. And there I'm receiving an error now. So, okay, let's remove this like so and comment out the entire block instead of the line. And then we should have no more errors here. Now, just like that, then we have now here our complete buttons. Now, if I come here and say on load, and then on load, I have here my macro, and here I will say then here my delete button, and well, let's call it new label. And if I go run, my delete button is now called new label. And it's really as simple as that to use this macro within your applications. And of course, you can use this in some advanced conditions, maybe by applying maybe an if-else statement there. So if it's a specific user role, then maybe you have the button called remove record or delete record or whatever it is you want it to be. And with that, you have customized the application further. Because of course, don't forget, there is also a macro to change those links. Okay, so that is the SC button label macro, and it is particularly valuable in multilingual applications where button labels need to change dynamically to match the selected language, or as you see, for specific purposes within your process. It does enhance the UX by adapting the interface that you have created to reflect different user permissions or actions, like I said, within your process, making those applications you have created much more intuitive as well as user-friendly. And as I'm always saying, that is very important. So that is about it for the SC button label macro. By integrating this macro, you can create more adaptable and context-sensitive user interfaces within your Scriptcase applications, greatly enhancing the end user experience, which is something we all love, right? So if you found this tutorial helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment below with your own experiences or questions that you may have regarding the use of dynamic buttons or labels within Scriptcase, or how to even customize your application interface to enhance your user interactions. Whatever it may be, go ahead, leave me a comment or send me a mail, share your own tips, and of course stay tuned for more helpful content right here on Scriptcase by Jamie.